Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I still sound like I got a frog in my throat. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and actually today's card was actually picked yesterday. And I can give you the explanation for that. But first, let's take a couple of nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose. Good morning, Susan. Out through the mouth. You are our early arriver today. Yay, you. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you are here. We're just doing some nice deep belly breaths, filling up. Exhale. Shaking down. Good morning, Barb. Glad you're here. Good morning, good morning. Everybody's starting to roll in. Glad to see you all here on this fine Wednesday. Good morning. Oh, we're up to 6 already. Awesome. Because a couple of you probably popped right through. Good morning, Cindy. Glad you're here. Welcome. As I was saying, good morning, Diane. Glad you're here. Thank you for last night. I greatly appreciate you listening to me. So I had to give you a little backstory on today's card. Good morning, Judy. Welcome, welcome. I actually picked it yesterday. Good morning, Mel. And not sure if you could pick up, but yesterday I was off. Yesterday was one of those dark nights of the soul. Triggered at 5 a.m. Good morning, Peggy. 5:15, 5:30, somewhere in that ballpark. By our typical routine, which is walking out the back door after I've looked to make sure there's no dogs or people going through. Walk out the back door. Some guy was running through with his spaniel, and TJ took off and yanked me off the porch, and I landed on my ribs. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. And he dragged me across the front yard, and the poor guy is standing there like, oh my, I said, just go, just go. Managed to get, I didn't drop the leash, did not drop the leash. Managed to reel him back in, and we stayed in the yard, and we've been in the yard since. It's like, no, we're not playing this game. Good morning, Carolyn. Glad you are here. But, so when I came back in the house, I had to change clothes because it had rained a little bit. The grass was wet. I had grass stains everywhere. It was a mess. So I was not a happy girl. And I knew I was going to have to go to the chiropractor because I could feel like a rib had been knocked out of place. Didn't think it was broken, but I could just feel it was not where it was supposed to be. So I did get in yesterday at 2, and he said, yes, I'm okay. The chiropractor said, as he's adjusting, which was not comfortable, good morning, Donine. Glad you're here. You're going to be sore tomorrow. And when I laid down to go to sleep last night, laying back was really uncomfortable, and I thought, this is going to be a miserable night. But it wasn't. I slept through the night. It wasn't miserable getting up this morning. I can feel it. I certainly can feel it. But I can take a full breath. I can roll my shoulders. I can do all kinds of things. I'm not going to bend down, pick anything up, that's for sure. But I think it's going to be better than I thought it was going to be. So fabulous. But I had picked 2 cards. They were stuck together yesterday. And the one card that we did was Sincerity for yesterday. And I felt like that one was for, and I felt like the other card was for me. And coming off of the fall, I'm reading this card, which is going to be our card for today, and feeling like, yeah, none of this fits. None of this applies. None of this is working. Come on, Spirit, what the heck? Isn't there enough going on that I didn't need to crash and burn too? You know how you get mad at God and you kind of argue and whatever. It doesn't get you very far, but sometimes you got to do it. So, but today, this card feels like it fits. So I'm going to share it with all of us and have it be our card for today. Confidence. Confidence. Sometimes it's hard to feel confident when you've gotten knocked down. And how do you get back up? And you kind of stagger back into life for a bit until you get your feet under you again and moving forward. But I think it fits now. So let's take another nice deep breath in and out. And I'm so glad there are 10 of you here with me today. 10 of you. Think about that. So we talk about confidence today. You then go out and radiate some confidence to, let's even pick, I'm going to pull from the Holy Moments book, 3 other people. You radiate a little confidence to 3 other people. They then radiate it forth to 3 other people. Pretty soon, okay, so do the math on that. That's a huge number of people. Huge number of people in just a couple of iterations. Just like with the Holy Moments. You do something kind for someone, you talk about what a holy moment is. It's one of those times where things just come together, thank you. And you pay for the coffee for the person behind you. You hold a door for somebody. You let someone in traffic. You smile at someone. Little bitty holy moments that make a difference in your life and the other person's life, and it pays itself forward over and over and over again. We have all kinds of unholy moments paying themselves forward. We're going to counter. We're going to counter with holy moments that are going to overwhelm the world. All right? Is that a big dream? You betcha. Do I like big dreams? You betcha. So, confidence. Here's confidence. Confidence is having faith in ourselves and in life. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't feeling it. Today, it's there. Confidence is having faith in ourselves and in life. We feel capable and competent. When you get yanked off your feet, you don't tend to feel too competent, right? We trust that we have the strength to cope with whatever happens. I read that line yesterday, and I can't remember if I busted out laughing or busted into tears. One of the two. Anyway, it was like, yeah, right. Sometimes a good night's sleep makes all the difference. All the difference. Confidence helps us be free of worry. When we are confident in others, we believe in them and rely on them. We build self-confidence as we learn from our mistakes and improve for the better. So mistakes are a part of the process. Landing on your face is part of the process. Screwing stuff up is part of the process. We just got to hang with it and go forward from there. Remember that story I've told multiple times of the guy who made the multi-million-dollar mistake in his new job and got called into, good morning Deb, called into the CEO's office, and he said, I suppose you're going to fire me now. And the CEO had said, are you kidding? We just taught you a several $million-dollar lesson. Framework is everything. Framework is everything, okay? We build self-confidence as we learn from our mistakes and improve for the better. Confidence brings the strength to try new things, to gain mastery through practice. To gain mastery through practice. Good morning, Deb. So yesterday morning, right after I fell, I wasn't up for much of anything. I needed to lick my wounds and be, yes, we're glad you're here live too. That's awesome. And I just needed to regroup a little bit. By the end of the day, I was able to do the dishes, do the laundry, do the things that had been on the agenda for the day. But I took the pause. It's like, no, I'm not going to push through. I'm going to take good care of myself. I'm going to go to the chiropractor. He patted me on the back like, oh, this is not good. And coughing, laughing, sneezing, oh my goodness, not good. Much better today. I still feel it, but much better today. So, with confidence, we cast off self-limiting beliefs and doubts. How often do we say something about what we can't do instead of what we can do? And those can-dos can be teeny, 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 little bitty steps. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering. Okay, it could be, I'll return a phone call. It could be, I'll pay that one bill. It could be, I'll stretch. I'll do 3 yoga moves. Little bitty things. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, okay? We offer our gifts as a worthy contribution. Do we believe we're worthy? Do we believe that exactly as we are, as my friend Deb would say, warts and all, we are worthy? When opportunity comes, we step up to it. We just say yes. So I'm going to read that through again without my commentary and just listen for what you're meant to grab today, and then we'll do the back side of the card. Confidence is having faith in ourselves and in life. We feel capable and competent. We trust that we have the strength to cope with whatever happens. Confidence helps us to be free of worry. When we are confident in others, we believe in them and rely on them. We build self-confidence as we learn from our mistakes and improve for the better. Confidence brings the strength to try new things, to gain mastery through practice. To gain mastery through practice, we have to practice things. With confidence, we cast off self-limiting beliefs and doubts. We offer our gifts as a worthy contribution. When opportunity comes, we step up to it. We just say yes. Glad this message is connecting for you, Deb. Awesome, awesome. And I hope it's connecting for the other 11 of you, or the other 10 of you beyond Deb and me. All right? So, the quote, "Do not, therefore, throw away your confidence, for it carries a great reward." That's Hebrews 10:35. Do not, therefore, throw away your confidence, for it carries a great reward. And we too often allow circumstances to strip us of confidence. We need to be able to hang on to that. Yes, actually, the chiropractor yesterday was working out some of the knots, and it was pretty sore. So my plan is today to drink a whole lot of water, use some ice, etc., etc. So I think we'll hang in there. The practice of confidence. So here are all the I statements. Pick out the one that works for you. Cool. Glad you like the books of Hebrews, because here we go. Yes. I have the strength to face what life brings me. Imagine that. You believe that statement. You believe that statement 100% in every cell of your being to your bones. How are you going to approach life? A whole lot different than if you don't buy this. I have the strength to face what life brings me. I act with self-assurance. That's an interesting one. I'm reading this book on women community organizers. And one of the things that's observed in the book, and I know know this from social psychology experiments, when faced with uncertainty, men will often step into kind of a bravado. I can do this, I got this, even if they don't know what they're doing. Women, on the other hand, will do I don't know if I can do this, I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. That false bravado that guys do actually gets them further along the path. So there may be times where we want to, even if we're I don't know, we might want to at least step up enough to say, I'm not sure how to do this, but I'll take a shot at it. I'm going to wing this one. Let's see what happens. I can learn if it doesn't go quite right. That kind of commentary to ourselves is going to take us a whole lot further in life. All right? I treat others as trustworthy. Assume the best rather than assuming the worst. Okay? I bless my mistakes and learn from them. As I'm laying in the grass yesterday, hanging onto the dog, kind of reeling him in like some big flopping fish, I'm wondering to myself, and what am I meant to learn from this? And that probably wasn't the best attitude about it, but it certainly kind of put me in a little bit of a framework to be looking for, what's the message here? What am I meant to get out of this? What am I going to do with this? All right? I patiently practice until I master something. Kids are fabulous at this. If they want to learn how to whistle, they're going to sit their little 8-year-old butts on the front porch and they're going to practice till they figure it out, right? Little kids learning to tie their shoes, they stick with it. Get rid of the Velcro, have them tie. Learning to ride a bike, learning to drive a car. We're so invested in being able to do those things, we practice and practice and practice. The kids who want to be in band or want to be in orchestra, they practice because they're invested. They want to do it. They're interested, all right? How about adults? Well, I don't, I've not done that. I don't think I can. Get out there. Try something. Throw a ball. Hit a ball. Run. Running is interesting, isn't it? Running at 62 is a whole different ball of wax than running at 8. It's worth trying to run anyway. Sometimes we have to see, can we still do things? A while ago, I tried to see if I could still do a cartwheel. I could. Not beautifully, but I could still do a cartwheel. Today, I will not be doing any cartwheels. So I patiently practice until I master something. I fully express my talents and ideas. I think the people who get to the end of life and are quite happy and satisfied with how their life went are the people who fully used their gifts, who really stepped into them, who really tried scary things, did stuff that they weren't good at, okay? And I want to go back to that idea. I don't think we say it nearly enough. There were the things that we were all excited about as a little kid, right? Whatever it was. For me, it was like being Miss America. I thought being Miss America was the coolest thing on the face of the earth. Look at those heels. Look at those sparkly dresses. She gets to sing. She gets to, whatever her talent was. I loved that stuff. Thought it was awesome. So, what was my opportunity to manifest the variation thereof? Being in Mary Kay. Do you know you get to wear a tiara when you're very successful? You get a tiara. So yeah, I have tiaras. But what are your opportunities? What are your opportunities right now to use your gifts? I was on a call yesterday with one of the women I love from my coffee group, and she was talking about she is a beautiful singer. She never really allowed herself to manifest that talent as fully as she would have liked. Her son is a recording artist. Surprise, surprise, right? He's got a band. And so she's been doing some musical things lately, one of which was a kirtan kind of a thing. And they had a particular song, which was like an old hymn. And she got into it, and she was singing. And all of a sudden she realized she was the only one singing. And she cut herself off. She stopped it. But after the fact, with us, she was able to talk through that she doesn't want to let herself do that anymore. If she's feeling the music, she wants to sing it out. I will guarantee at the end of her life, when she's looking back, if she has the opportunity, because some people leave pretty quickly, but at the end of her life, when she's looking back, those are going to be some of the memories. The singing, the letting herself take the risk, the trying things, the showing up for these kirtans in the first place, is going to be some of the stuff that as she's laying there getting ready to cross over is going to bring a smile to her face, right? What about for you? What about for you? What are the things that when you're on your deathbed, you're going to think about and smile? Like, yeah, I did that. I did that. All right? So take a baby step toward that today. Whatever that thing is, take a little baby step in that regard. It might be Googling some stuff to see what's available in your area. Whatever it's going to be. All right? Last one is I maintain a positive attitude. Like that word maintain. I'm going to circle that because my maintenance fell to shit yesterday. All right? It's back today, but yesterday was not a good day for maintaining a positive attitude. It happens. Sometimes we just have those days. Don't let them leak over into days after days after days. Again, the energy of the astrology is kind of like it's going to be some dicey days coming through into August. So be it. So be it. We can meet those days with magnanimity and equanimity. We just kind of, here's the day. Let's go with it. The last one is, I am thankful for the gift of confidence. It helps me contribute fully and freely. Yes, I maintain my positive attitude. That's one you're going to grab, Abigail, huh? Okay, cool. I like this one. It helps me maintain or contribute fully and freely. So I think I'm going to tweak it and I'm going to make it, I'm thankful for my gift of confidence that helps me contribute fully and freely. That's going to be mine for today. Hope you picked one out. I hope you picked one out that you can run with for the day. All right? So that's our card for today. Confidence. I want you practicing. So right here, right now, I want you to throw your shoulders back. I can certainly feel that. Put your head up. Make eye contact with the screen. As you're going about your day, make eye contact with people. Real live human beings who are out there, whose paths you cross. If you're dealing with any clerks today, make some eye contact. See if they can make it and hold it. Some of them are going to do this thing because they're not used to it. They're not used to it. They're used to people just kind of flushing through their life. So we need to make eye contact. We need to connect with people. We need to ask somebody and truly want to know, how are you? How are you? How are you doing today? Right? Have an awesome day. I'm going to. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.